All right, folks, what we got here is a Jeep Wrangler. This is an '08. We are going to change the headlight bulbs. This is the one that's out. That's the passenger side. And in order to get to it, looks like the air cleaner box has to come out. And maybe the power steering reservoir. But we're going to take the air cleaner box out to get to it, because there's no other way to get to it. You can't get it from the bottom. Okay. So I want to get it from up here. All right. Now the driver's side, we're going to have to take that washer bottle out. And the horn is in the way, but it should be right there. All right. But to get to the horn, looks like the bracket is this way. So yeah, we're going to take this washer bottle out. Hopefully all these bolts will spin out with no problems. It's right in there. All right. So let's start. Let's do the one that's required, the one that's bad. All right. So we got some bulbs. Customer bought some Sylvania. They look like the ones from AutoZone. Silver Star Ultras, H13s. All right. These are the ones that we are going to install in this Wrangler. It's an '09. All right. All right. Let's get to it. All right. You ready? Let's go. You need a screwdriver. Take off this little clamp over here. Just loosen it up. There are 4 clips. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3, which is already off already. And 1 in the far back end over here. 4. Okay. Once you do that, lift up this cover. Dun, dun, dun. Like that. We'll have to unplug it from there. Let me see if I can get you on a tripod to make this a little easier for all of us. There you go. Set you up this way. All right. Clamp here is loosened up. 4 clips. This should lift up. Work it around this harness and the hose over here for the radiator overflow. Let's take this out of this hose. There you go. I want to swing it up and out of the way. No need to remove that other 3/4 hose there. This is the air filter. I can tell it's dirty just by looking at it. Okay, the poor thing probably wasn't able to breathe. This housing here, it's got 1, 2, 3 little like little studs, and it goes into a rubber grommet. Okay, 3 grommets. So we're just gonna literally just lift it up out of the way. Okay, if it hasn't been moved in a while, it might be a little tough. If you're not as tall as me, you might need a little step ladder to stand up, but I'm on my tippy toes right now. So I'm going to give it a little rock, back and forth, lift it up out of the way. All right, these are the 3 little tabs that I told you guys about. And you can see the 3 holes that are right down there that they go to. So I'm going to take this and I'll put this on the floor. Now, over here, what's in the way is this power steering reservoir. Okay. Now, by looking at this reservoir, there's 2 ways you can remove it. 10mm bolt with a nut over there. This is all rusted. I shot this with PB Blaster. So you can do that. Most likely you might snap the bolt and maybe be able to just replace it with a nut and bolt. Otherwise, the bracket is attached to the body with a C-clip. So it doesn't go into the body itself like these panels, because if this bolt snaps off, you got to drill it out of the body. So this one, I thought it was going to go into the body, but if you look that way, it's a C-clip. So that's good. C-clip is made out of metal. It could snap, and it could be also replaced at your local Lowe's or Home Depot or Tractor Supply or whatever hardware store. So I decided to take the 10mm off of there. Leave that bracket alone, because I tried to move that and it was very tight and I felt that it was going to snap. And because it's touching a plastic reservoir, I do not want to break the reservoir, and then we have a leak. All right, so it's got 2 hoses to that reservoir. It's going to give you just enough room to move it out so we can replace the bulb, which is that green socket right there. All right, let me set you up on a tripod here. All right, we'll set you up on that tripod here. I'm going to try to get my little step stool, climb up and over. This is a 10 millimeter. Okay, you can use the flex wrench. Can't get in there with a socket because it hits that bolt. So once you crack it open with the wrench, you're going to spin it out. It is a long bolt. Take your time. The reservoir here is very greasy, so you know they're going to get that on your clothes. And the bracket has like a little hook. Okay, so the reservoir is not going to come straight out. You have to push it down and around. It kind of hooks onto the frame. For what reason, I have no idea. I'm going to spin this bolt out. Put it on this radiator here so I don't lose it. Right, like I said, it has a little hook. So I'm going to push it down and then pull it out. Right, there's the hook. All right, so I'm going to push this off to the side. Make sure I don't mess up any of the rubber hoses there. Okay. Climb it up on my stool over here. And I'm going to show you a little clip. Now the socket for that bulb has a little red clip. Let me show it to you on this side. Where's my flashlight? Let me take you from here to here. Okay. There's a little red clip on there. Right there. That red clip is going to slide that way to unlock it, and then you're going to push the tab down, and then that plug is going to come right off. And the bulb has 2 little handles on there. See it? So lefty loosey, righty tighty. Don't forget. All right. Let's see if I can set you up on this tripod so it can stand up on its own. All right, there it is. That Fugazi setup I got here, holding up. So let's get my little screwdriver. I'm gonna push out this little red tab out while I trip on my stool here. All right, so I'm gonna push this tab out to unlock it. There you go. Then I'm gonna push the tab, which is over here on the outer side. This harness is in the way, so you might have to push it down a little bit. I'm gonna push this little tab right there. See the tab moving? I'm gonna unplug it. Use the other hand. Ready? There you go. Right, I did not want to pull on the wire, because then we'll pull the wire out of the connector and then we'll be in another problem. All right, this here is the bulb. Okay, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So we're gonna go this way with it. Give it a little turn. There you go. You see it? And we're gonna pull it out. Right, there is the bulb. Let's see if you can see it burnt out. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't. It's got little tiny twirls in there, but we're gonna get rid of it. Okay, and these are little wings, or the little tabs, okay, that they have. It has the little handles for you to turn them in. All right, so like I said, let me show you the new bulbs. These are H13s, Silver Star Ultras. All right. Like I said, they have the little handles there that you could twist, one on each side. And if you remember, the tab was on top because that's where I pushed it in. So we're going to stick this in carefully. Do not touch the bulb. I'm going to stick it in there. Nice. Line it up. It only goes in one way. Just got to line up in there first, and then it'll go. There you go. Okay, it's in there now. I'm sorry, it's in there now, and I'm going to twist it. Okay. Once it's twisted, it is now locked in place. I'm going to take the connector Okay, I'm going to push it in there, push the harness down. Okay, push the harness down, right, which is this harness here. Can't get used to the camera being over there. Okay, I'm going to put this connector on. Push it in as far as you can. And I'm going to push the red lock in. Ouch. Okay, I'm going to use a screwdriver to push the red lock in. There you go. All right. The red lock is now on. We're going to put the reservoir back on, but before we do that, let's go turn on the headlights. There you go. Headlight is on. All right, you can see the difference. That one's a little bit on the yellow side, and that one's a little brighter. So we're going to change both of them, okay? That's what we're going to do. All right, let's put the rest of the assembly back on, and we'll move forward. All right, so what we are up to is the reservoir. We're going to bolt it back on. All right, there's the reservoir right here. There's a little hook that I told you about. Okay, it's going to go under the frame, back up, and then get the bolt where I put it. It's on the radiator. All right, so I'm going to line it up into that little clip. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to tighten it up. Tighten it up by hand as far as we can. I made that rhyme. Okay, it's going to go all the way in. From here, you can see the 3 holes. 1, 2, 3. Where the air cleaner is going to go into. If you want, you could spray a little lubricant, WD-40. You can put a little grease in there if you want, to make it go in a little easier and for removal for next time. Can't tell if these are the original headlights, but from 2009, I think they got their money's worth. Like I said, you could take this bolt off or the other one off the reservoir. This one was a lot easier to do and a lot safer. That's the way I look at it. If it's safe, that's a good thing. All right, so you can use a couple things. You can use grease if you want. I got little never sees. I'm just going to stick it here in the hole a little bit. That way it'll be easier for it to go in. I'm going to take out housing with the dirty air filter. I'm going to snap the bottom housing in. So I blew it out, cleaned up a little bit. All right, nice and clean. These are the little 3 tabbies. So I want to line it up. Dun, dun, dun. Gotta do it by feel sometimes. Get it in the right area, and we are going to push it in. All right, there you go. Perfect. Once you lubricate it, it went right in. Otherwise, you can actually hear it snap, snap. All right, that's it. So I'm going to go with this air filter. Just going to finish up the video for you guys. And then we'll ask the customer if he wants to change the filter himself or if he wants me to change it. No harm, no foul. Okay, not going to charge him for the labor for the air filter because it's part of the job. That's another thing that a lot of shops I never understand. Sometimes they charge you extra for stuff that you're going to change. That's going to come off anyway. So they will add another labor charge to changing an air filter, even though the air filter is coming out anyway. Does it make sense? Nope. I guess in a business way, it makes sense. All right. So that's it. I'm going to go this far. Clamp, 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 and then screw in your clamp over here, okay? But I'm going to leave it off only because I wanted to remind me that it needs a air filter. All right, so I'm going to leave it like this, okay? And you're done. This will be the passenger side headlight on this Jeep Wrangler 09. All right, I'll make a separate video for the driver's side because that's another job and a half to get to. But this was the major one. All right, that's it. I'll attach the video for the next one. Thanks for watching.